Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Montana Lifestyles podcast, brought to you by Johnson Madison Lumber and Treasure State Lifestyles Montana magazine. Folks, let me tell you something. The world of trades is bright and exciting right now as we're hanging out at the Home and Garden Show here. 2023, I don't care if you're watching this video in 10 minutes or in the next year or two. When it comes down to it, the world of trades is exciting and booming today. So, Jed, tell me a little bit about yourself. Alpine Custom Homes. I look over there, and the kitchen set, or whatever you would call that on the right, if my wife was here, I would be in trouble. That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit, and first off, that sign is killing me. I want that sign. And I know everyone else in here wants it too.
Exactly.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and what you guys brought in.
So, yeah, we're a construction company, new homes, remodels. We also have a custom cabinet shop that we've been doing real well with us lately. As you can see, we did
incredible work.
I'm going to call it a very modern kitchen.
It is.
It really is an eye grabber.
It is.
People, even if they don't like it, they got to come in our booth and tell us, hey, we don't really like that. Like,
yeah.
Well, that's not a problem. We can do something else for you too. But
yeah.
We got you in here.
We got you in here anyway.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
We know you're kind. Now
yeah.
let me show you this old look here. Here
now
we
we
go.
can do a craftsman shaker style if you want, or
yeah.
whatever. But we just went for the eye-popping wow factor on it. But,
we're not going to go hand-tooled. We're going to use our CNC machines, but yes.
Exactly. Exactly.
But let me tell you something. The CNC machines and what they've done for your industry,
it's amazing.
So much fun.
It's amazing.
It looks like a ball, man.
Yep.
And I could talk about that all day long. I have several friends that have CNC cutters or water jet cutters or things of that nature. A buddy of mine's got a humongous end mill,
yep.
$45,000 end mill. And so you look at all these toys and I'm like, that's got to be way too much fun.
Exactly.
And the things that you guys can create out of a machine like that is just absolutely phenomenal. So how long have you been doing this?
So we've had Alpine Custom Homes now for 15 to 16 years, I believe.
Oh, wow. So you've been at this a while.
Yep, and we've been building cabinets probably for 12 of those.
I like kind of going back to the beginning. What made you decide to do that?
To get into building?
Yeah.
It's like when you're a kid, your dad's a construction worker, and he drags you to the job site after school summers, and you swear you're never going to do it when you grow up.
Yep.
And then you look and like you're growing up, and all of a sudden that's what you're doing.
And that is the fact, though. That is exactly the fact. My dad was a television and radio broadcaster for 21 years.
And you were never going to do it.
So what are you doing to your kids right now?
Well, so the good part is he's like, Dad, can I work? I need money. I got to buy a
no sweat.
Nerf gun. I'm like, yep, no problem.
We
got a job site that needs cleaned up.
And then you show him how to make a good-looking Nerf gun.
Exactly. Now we'll design one on the CNC machine.
And then we'll teach you how to weld it together.
Right, exactly. We'll get all the trades involved on this one.
Oh, my land. Yeah. That's so cool, man. And so tell me a little bit about your family. What's your family background?
Yeah, so I come from a large family. We moved here from Minnesota when I was a kid.
He means Minnesota.
Minnesota. And I have I'm the oldest of 8 kids.
Golly.
Yep. So.
Woo.
So I've had most of my brothers work for me at one point or another.
Were you the successful one of the family?
So far, I think I'm busy. I don't know about successful, so that's good.
Awesome.
No, but I got one other brother that he lives down in Bozeman now. He's in the construction. He's builder down there.
Yeah.
And one who's decided to go play piano out in Boston.
Oh, really?
So, yeah,
wow.
he's the musician guy. So, but yeah, so I think construction. Uncles in Minnesota, everyone's some sort of welder, trim carpenter, or something. So it's just that finished blood.
That's awesome. Well, yeah, the finished blood runs deep, doesn't it? So now you've got MLB scores on there.
We got him looping today's scores.
You're insane. Okay, that's just too fun. You're my kind of people. I can tell you're my kind of people. So now, when it comes down to it, Johnson Madison Lumber is the sponsor of my little podcast,
yes.
And it's such an honor to be able to work with them. But the thing that they've been doing is they've been saying, we're going to bring in folks that we would tell you to go to.
Right.
And so they would say, hey, listen, we got to go talk to Jed, and so I hope that gets you a little wind up your skirt and helps you feel a little good about yourself, because that's awesome.
It makes me feel like I must be doing my job right if
just
they're recommending
slightly.
me. So
just slightly. And then the thing is, the times have changed so much. How long, for instance, how long have you owned that CNC machine? That's a fairly new technology in the last.
And ours right now is real small. We're looking at expanding, getting like the full-on
The
industrial
proper one.
that loads sheets for you, kicks them off for you,
Oh, my
labels
land.
them. Yeah, that's where we're hoping this year still to be able to get one of those up and running. So we still do a lot of cutting by hand on a saw though for our case goods, and so I'm trying. I love combining the technology in woodworking. So
If you can use every asset, it's part of the tools, man. I mean,
is.
come on, and that just makes it more fun because it lets you be more.
Exactly.
It lets you be more creative in a shorter amount of time.
And the accuracy is amazing.
Yeah, down to the millimeter and
Thousandths
less.
of an inch.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you're guys like you and I, we get a little picky about that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So everyone's like, "Oh, this is so great! Look at them looking at it right now."
Yeah, just go play. Hands-on. People love hands-on. I got to go touch
Wow,
it.
look at that! That's awesome.
Yeah, that way you can reach the high stuff.
Oh, I love. Okay, so basically, what just happened is here, someone's literally opening up one of the shelves, and there's like a pull-out shelf unit that literally comes out that wouldn't hit anything as it comes. Oh, that's cool. Yep. So now, when it comes to all this sort of stuff, So you followed your dad, your family in the woodworking side of things, and then what made you come to Great Falls?
So Dad moved to Great Falls for work back when we were kids, and he was both a builder, whatever, and a pastor. So a part-time pastor, part-time builder, or maybe full-time pastor, full-time builder.
Every pastor is full-time.
It's full-time, exactly.
It's full-time.
And then growing up, he's like, okay, we need help with roofing, so. Throw the
all hands on deck.
That was back when you threw the shingles on your shoulders and walked up ladders. That was my summer training.
I see it in the shoulders.
Exactly. Yeah.
It did us some good, didn't it? Yes, it did.
Now I'd be like, "Whoo, that's a
exactly.
long ladder."
Yeah, just a little taller than before. Hey, son.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to do things the way Daddy used to do it.
That's right. Going old school on you today. Going old school.
That's cool though, man, and that's. There are so many different people that I'm talking to that have been out of the state and they've moved here and found the success in Great Falls.
Yeah.
Whether it's families that have moved in or businesses that have brought their contracting here and just went, I'm staying here. This makes sense, It's very, very exciting to see that because it also talks about the economy that we're seeing right now. Now, the economy itself is a mess, but Great Falls itself, I feel, is still on this crazy boom right now. So much construction going on, so much modeling up. And as we're looking at the new, I work at the Chamber of Commerce, so we talk a lot about what the military's been up to with them upgrading all their stuff. We kind of have a bit of a guarantee of a good-looking economy for a while.
Right, I agree.
So there's exciting things to come, and that's going to directly affect you and I.
Yep.
Especially trades, especially now.
Yeah. And I we don't have Great Falls doesn't have the huge booms that some of the Kalispell, Bozeman's, Missoula's, but. I like it.
Yeah, I think
it's more Montana. I think
it's a balanced
it's
boom.
Montana.
I think it's a balanced boom, and it's a Montanan boom.
It is. I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Without the huge flux of stuff.
Right, and we're still the best priced.
We are.
We're still the best priced. You hear everyone else scooting away from some of the other cities, making their way here because we're the better price.
Yep.
And that
livable.
Makes sense. It's livable, and you're welcome.
We can work here and live here.
Yes. And that's the thing. The marketing has gotten really good on that recently on YouTube. I've been seeing them say, Montana's the only place where you can go to work and then be out in the mountains in the next half hour.
Exactly.
I mean, it's awesome,
It is.
And a reality. So it's a pleasure to meet you, Jed.
Thank you.
The guys here at Johnson Madison said you got to talk to Jed. So and let me tell you something. There's exciting stuff happening here, and okay, the techie in me just wants the sign desperately. I don't even know what I would do with it, but that is so cool. So how'd you talk your wife into buying that?
Well, I actually found it at the International Builders Show this January down in Vegas, and I used it as a write-off because I wanted to put it in the booth here. And now it'll go in my house.
Yeah, now it'll go in the house with the scores.
Exactly.
I just want to put all my YouTube counts on it,
Yeah, exactly.
How's the podcast doing today? 1. Okay.
We're in the positive.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time, and I hope that we can get people to your booth, folks. Now, by the time you see this, it will be later on in the evening. We're recording this on Saturday. It'll be out. So remember, it's open Sunday. I think it's from 10 to 4 on Sunday.
10 to 4.
Come and see what Alpine Custom Homes has brought, what Jed has brought out. And just thank you for your time. I've enjoyed laughing with you.
Thanks.
And, that's the kind of point. I want you to meet the people there's plenty of big box stores out here that can get you a bunch of stuff and maybe work out some things for not better prices, but reasonable prices.
Right.
But get to know the people. That's the thing the big box stores can't do. The friendships that you can make and the personalities make you want to support the guy who has the bright spirit, you know, and from a family of 8, he needs it. He needs it for sure. He's got to pay his brothers off.
That's right.
So when it comes down to it, we want to show people that there's amazing people here in the world of trades, in the world of
absolutely,
and a place to succeed.
Yeah.
And when you come and take a look at this stuff, and you're dreaming about what your future home could look like,
oh yeah,
there's some
Sky's
great
the
stuff
limit.
here. Sky is definitely the limit. So, and now we're going to get off here and just talk CNC machines for the rest of the day. So, thank you so much for watching, my friends. We're brought to you by Johnson Madison Lumber. If you need anything that comes to lumber, woodworking, and then some, Johnson Madison Lumber can get you taken care of. And they got your number. When it comes down to it, they got all the different kinds of tools and things that'll get you lasting a good long time instead of going and buying that one tool that'll last you one job.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so get the stuff done right. And then also, Treasure State Lifestyles Montana magazine. A magazine comes out monthly. It is free to pick up. And let me tell you something, some great stories that are going to make you feel better about your day. You know, it's all very good, heartfelt stuff. They did a humongous thing on my favorite time of the season. It used to be Christmas. Now it's Western Art Week, admittedly. And so when it comes down to it, they invest the time in writing about people that when you read it, you learn something awesome and you get something exciting. So check it out, Treasure State Lifestyles Montana Magazine, TreasureStateLifestyles.com. You can take a look at their digital version as well. It's waiting for you there. All right. Thank you so much, Jed.
Thank you.
More coming your way right here, Montana Lifestyles Podcast.